Morning everybody. Today I'm going to be hunting some pike from my kayak here at Glenmore Reservoir in Calgary. Welcome to another episode of Angling Spiders. All right everybody, we are on our way, and you will notice that I am in my Pelican Mission 100 today. That is because you are not allowed to have inflatable boats of any kind, paddle boards, rafts, and so I can't bring my Mako 8.5 out onto Glenmore because it's not allowed. So I'm back in the Pelican Mission 100. I'm also, because of that, rocking my old Garmin because I have my Humminbird on the other kayak. Couple things about today: the water is really low, and that's concerning, and the water clarity is really bad. So it is going to be a tough day of fishing, I can tell you that right now, but we're going to give it a shot. Never say never. Let's get to it. Oh, okay. We got one. We got one. I am so happy because the conditions are so rough out here today that I thought there was no way we were going to get onto a fish. And there we go. We got one. I'm gonna net it, even though I don't like them rolling in this net. We got one. Get a photo and get it released. There he goes. And just to show you guys what I'm using, the weeds are pretty high already out at Glenmore, which they usually are at this time of year. And so my normal Len Thompson spoons were hitting the weeds as I was trolling and casting, and so I decided to go for a lighter lure. And Len Thompson also owns Northern King lures, and this is their Northern King brand. And look at the vibrancy on that lure. Perfect for these waters today that are a little bit cloudy. I'll show you. Look at that. It's vibrant. It picks up in the water. Definitely the fish can see it, and so that's what we picked that up on. Perfect stuff. We're gonna keep going, see if we can get a couple more, maybe even a keeper, because I would keep some today from here if I got some of decent size. Man, I gotta tell you guys, sitting back in a sit-in, do I ever feel low? It's like when you drive a truck and then you get into one of those really low cars. What felt so normal before suddenly feels so awkward. But yes, this this low, I feel so low to the water. Guys, we got one, and this guy over here's got one too. This is a tiny fish, whatever it is. Very tiny. Look at this, you guys. Look at the size of this spike. Yours is a little bigger than mine.
Oh no.
All right, you guys, let's let this little tiny pike go. Look at that thing go on. All right, I am just gonna take a break here. I'm in a section of Glenmore that I've never been to before. Decided to try some new areas today just to scout them a bit. Now, I am marking quite a few fish, but the structure is not very good for pike. It's a clean bottom. I suspect I'm marking trout or perch. They look like small fish as well. So I'm not sure if I'm going to have any much luck, but I am going to continue on. I've never done this side of the shore of Glenmore before, so I'll continue on over to the boats in the distance there, cut back into the area where I normally fish. But I decided it was time for a break. It's the time for the snack of the day, and today's snack of the day, HBAF Wasabi Almonds. Big fan of wasabi, and I've had these before. I think I've even had them before as a snack of the day, but the amount of wasabi on these is just perfect. All right. I have a fish, and it is in an area I've never fished before. That's cool. And I just passed over a weed bed. I haven't really seen any structure in the last little while, and then I went over this weed bed and I said there's gotta be a fish in there. I went over it twice, didn't pick anything up, and then just got hit as I came through the third time. And there it is, little pike, number 3 for the day. Awesome stuff. Another little one, but I don't care. I knew there was a pike in that weed bed. There had to be. Look at that. Cool beans. They sure are aggressive. And go on. Oh, so good. I'm gonna show you guys how important sonar is at a lake like this. So you can see right now that the bottom on here is flat and pretty much clean. And it was that way for this entire stretch almost. Like just not a single weed and very little structure. And you can see here, clean bottom. I'm pretty sure that'll pick up. Super clean bottom. Now, I'm gonna go over the area where I just picked up that fish, and I'm gonna just show you the difference that a sonar makes, because without this Garmin, I would not have known where this weed bed was here, and I wouldn't have gone over it a couple times. I would have just kept going like I was everywhere else. So I'll show you when I get to it. It is dramatic how many weeds are in this one spot. And when I saw that, I immediately knew that there was a pike holding in there. Here they come. Look at the start of them. Look at here. That is all a weed bed. When there hasn't been any weed beds at all this entire time, and it will continue here. You see? It just continues. That is what you're looking for when you are pike fishing, and it's particularly in a relatively clear reservoir like Glenmore usually is. So I'm gonna pass through here one more time to see if there's another one in here. But that fish I would have never found. For sure, I would have never found that fish without my Garmin. Hey, we got another one. In a place I was not expecting to get it, you guys. I'm in almost 20 feet of water with a clean bottom, but I did just come over a weed patch, so it could have been following me for a while. But that's really cool. Picked up another one, little one again, another little tiny pike. Not complaining. Number 4, and there he goes. I would never have guessed that I would catch 4 pike today. This lure is working. Fantastic, but given the conditions when I first got here, I thought no way I would have a 4-fish day. All right, that's gonna do it for this one, everybody. 4 pike, which is a lot better than I thought, even though they were all small, including that really small one. But I'll take it. Any fish is a good fish, and I never expected to catch that many, so that's pretty awesome. Before I close this one out, I just want to say thanks to my channel members, thanks to all of my supporters, thanks to all of my new subscribers, and thanks for joining me on this adventure out at Glenmore Reservoir. I will be somewhere new in the next video, and you can look forward to some more fishing. With that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you liked the video, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and until next time, good fishing.